what really pushed me at the beginning was I was like 21 at the time. And, it's almost like people know Michael Jackson, but people don't know Quincy Jones. Do you see my point? Quincy Jones writes the songs. So it's almost like Quincy Jones coming to you and saying, bruh, you can sing at 21 years old.
99 FM, Jesse J and B.O.B. with Price Tag. And this is Script in the Afternoon. It's time now for our game changer of the day. Individuals that are changing the games, not just for themselves, but, changing the games in the community and changing the way industries and the trades and the way we do things. And we're talking about a first, man. I haven't heard of anyone do what our game changer of the day has done with his life right now. We're taking a look at the life and stunt life, or I guess maybe we have the stunt double in the building. Maybe he's not even in here. Simon Shiyamba in the building. What's up, my guy?
I'm all good, man. How you doing, big man?
I'm good, man. You are man. You know what's crazy? Like, for those of us that have known you, to know you as the stunt guy, like we knew you do flips and you do this, that, and the third, but you are actually a stuntman by profession.
That is true.
How is that, man? How'd that come about?
Sure, man. It's very lovely, and the way it came about was I was studying in China. I was doing architecture, and then I needed a job. I met this girl, and I was like, "Yeah, man, I don't have enough money. Let me get myself a job." Then a friend of mine was like, "Yo, man, there's this production. They need extras." And then I was in the casting room, and then they saw my athleticism, and then they were like, "Yo, is it okay if we cast you as a extra stunt performer?" So I was just gonna be the guys in the background. I wouldn't actually do any falls, but I'll be trained to move out the way and stuff like that. I got 30 years, not 30 years, sorry, my bad.
30 years experience.
No. I got like 30 days training back to back. They brought in a stunt team from the US. At the time, I didn't know who they were. So for 30 days, they were training us, and then I ended up being number one in all the 30 people. So most of them were let go, and for that movie, which was Wolf Warrior 2, I ended up dying like 20 times. Like back to back. I was doubling other stunt performers. You see my point? Yeah. And then later on, then I was in production for about 3 months, and then like halfway during the production, I realized who I was talking to and who were actually teaching me. It was Sam Hargrave. I don't know if you've seen Extraction.
I have.
He's the director of Extraction. He's the action director for Atomic Blonde. He was the previous stunt double for Captain America. He has worked on Marvel, The Mandalorian.
Whoa.
Exactly. And then there was other people like Aaron Toney, who was the stunt double for Black Panther, who did some stunts for the Black Panther. He was the Blue Power Ranger as well. Growing up. These are people I just didn't know. I knew them, but I didn't know who they were.
Simon, you know what's crazy? Growing up, the Blue Power Ranger was my favorite.
Everyone wanted to be the blue.
Blue is my favorite color because of it, man.
There you go.
That's a living legend.
Yeah, for sure, man.
And like, what considered you making it a career? Is it the success of that 30-day trial and you getting cast, you dying 35 times in a movie? Was that the point where you realized I can do this?
What really pushed me at the beginning was I was like 21 at the time. And, it's almost like people know Michael Jackson, but people don't know Quincy Jones. Do you see my point? Quincy Jones writes the songs. So it's almost like Quincy Jones coming to you and saying, bruh, you can sing at 21 years old. So that motivated me because, these are people like Sam Hargrave and Aaron Toney. These guys were motivating me and like, yo, dude, at 21, you just got to work hard and you can actually make it. You see, so that's exactly what motivated me. And I did go through a spell when I was like, must I quit? But then what happened was I was able to make money and pay my last 3 years of tuition. You get, so I was like, it's actually quite lucrative.
Tuition's kind of important, I'm looking at the list of movies that you've been a part of. As far as stunts go, you mentioned Wolf Warrior 2, Operation Red Sea. There's one I'm gonna butcher that's in Chinese.
Which one is that?
Jibo
Ying, something like that.
Yeah, Jibo Ying. Return of the Lotus Born Master, Ip Man 4, which is the favorite one because I get to see you as Billy. And you also casted as actors in a few of those and some more as well. You played yourself as Simon in Fatal Blades,
yes.
which is a TV show.
Yeah.
you have what's this? 11 credits.
Yeah.
That is crazy. And you have an IMDb page. How does that feel, man?
I mean, when you're actually working, you don't really feel the magnitude of anything. To be honest, I only really felt the magnitude when I got back to Namibia. Because over there, it's just back to work. My head is down. I'm just grinding. And also, not also, but when I came here, people were like, oh, shit.
Oh, crap, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it's like, oh, you actually doing this. This is actually big. And then that's when I really feel the magnitude. But but I don't want to get too carried away. I want to keep my head down. I want to keep working. You know, like 2022, I want to do big things.
Yeah. No, for sure. And we can't wait to see the films that are going to follow, man. Let's say if for the future, is there any movie we can keep our eyes, peeled to right now? Is there some stuff maybe you can't talk about that you can just allude to?
I mean, this one I can talk about. There's a movie called The Legend Hunters. It's a Chinese film. They're currently doing post-production on it. The director is Simon West. He directed the first Tomb Raider. Yeah, so I'm on there. Film. Yeah, I'm on there as a mercenary.
I love that. Oh, but this is your second time being a mercenary, isn't it? The Legend Hunters, you were a mercenary as well.
Yeah.
What was your favorite experience so far?
My favorite experience would be probably the first, because that was actually my eye opener. This what showed me, the world of the action industry. Probably also my most dangerous stunt, which would be there was a ship container Operation Red Sea. So we went on a ship container. We went out to sea, and the stunt coordinator, who is Andy Wong at the time, he goes, "Hey, Simon, do you trust me?" And I'm like, "I trust you, Lao. I trust you, sir." And he's like, "Okay, fine." This ladder, he opens up a ladder, a rope ladder. It runs all the way down the ship. Now, mind you, this ship is going at least half speed, and he tells me, "Okay, just descend." Go all the way to the bottom till your feet touch the water. I'm on a wire till your feet touch the bottom of till your feet touch the water, and then climb up. Climb up, scary and stuff. I was scared. I don't know how I'm gonna be scary. You get what I'm trying to say? But I was supposed to be scary. This really scared me. But I trusted the man. Yeah.
Was that the most thrilling one so far?
That is the most thrilling one. But the most dangerous one was when I tore my meniscus.
Oh,
my left meniscus, and I had to jump off a wall and land on my left knee. And at the time, it wasn't fully healed, so that was scary.
Man.
Yeah.
So you're about to be, by the end of the career, you're about to be Jackie Chan breaking all sorts of bones.
Something of that. I'm almost there.
Lastly, for anyone listening that's like, hey, I want to become a stuntman, stuntwoman, get into the business, what's the way are there steps that you could give or advice that you could give them?
The only advice I would give them is you don't have to be physically fit per se. It is an advantage, because that means you can take after take. Find your favorite performer, like what I did. I got this from my mentors. They said, find your favorite performer, film yourself perform what your favorite fight of his, and try and compare yourself, and keep filming that fight until you see the comparisons, till you see that you're good enough, almost like imitating. So you kind of see his style, learn his skill, and then add your own flavor to it. Yeah.
100%, and we can't wait to see the amazing things that are still coming. I know there's some films that are already out. I know Ip Man is from 2019.
2019, Netflix.
Our Inverse Youth is also 2019. I guess the latest one now is the Legend Hunters, and the one that is coming out possibly this year.
Possibly this year. Yeah. That's correct. Yeah.
We'll keep our eyes and ears open. Thank you so much for joining us and shedding some light into who you are and the business, man. This is interesting stuff.
Thank you, man.
And that is our game changer of the day, Simon Shiyamba, stuntman. Billy from Ip Man 4. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. We're getting back into the music right now. Usher.